Hey everyone, it's Jack here, TalkNorwichCity. Welcome back to another video. I think I've just about recovered from last week's East Anglian derby. It was hard fought. It was a really good game, actually, one that I enjoyed thoroughly. And we've had a little bit of time for the dust to settle, and now things very much get underway into the festive period. It's always such a busy time. It's frantic. Seasons can be defined during this period. A few really big games for Norwich City, in a time frame where things are looking slightly more up for David Wagner's side. It's a nice little run of form. Performance is still not perfect. We'll get onto that later on in the show. But Huddersfield Town, the opponents this Saturday at Carrow Road, a Huddersfield Town side that are struggling at the moment down near the bottom of the table. I must say a big thanks once more to Match Bingo. Now, they're partnering up with us for a few months here on the channel. They are a fantastic app and actually based here in Norwich. It's bingo, but it's for football, and also 50% of the profits go to charity. I'm supporting the East Anglian Air Ambulance over on the app, and I've got my card for this Saturday's game. If you're wanting to get involved with Match Bingo, now is a brilliant time. They're giving away free cards throughout the month of December over the festive period, so well worth taking a look. Even if you just sign up using the link in the description, heading over there and making the most of the free cards, you're more than welcome to do that. I've got my card for the Norwich Huddersfield game and came close actually to winning in the East Anglian derby. One of our lucky viewers picked up the £1,000 jackpot, so well done. That was claimed. Let's take a look at the card for this Saturday's match. As you can see, goal kicks, throw-ins, woodwork being hit, everything counts at Match Bingo. All you've got to do is get a line, be the first to claim it, or two, or a full house, and decent prize money up for grabs. The link's in the description. Head over there and see what it's all about. I'll be playing along for the rest of this season. Really looking forward to that. Look, Norwich in an interesting position. We are looking on the up. We're in 10th place. We're 5 points off the playoffs. Both West Brom and Hull on 36 points. I would say the top four, Leicester, Ipswich, Leeds, Southampton, probably have at least a playoff spot wrapped up at the moment. So you would say there's probably two playoff spots up for grabs. Norwich should be one of the teams looking to get in there. And Ipswich was a good game for us because we managed to get a point, and I think more so for mentality and mood around the place, that was so important. I was looking at the Twitter thread put together by the brilliant NCFC Tactics on Twitter. Well worth a follow if you haven't already checked him out. And it was interesting because, much like we said, performance levels and tactically still not where they should be. But we managed to get something out of that game. We ground out. The mentality was good. The character we showed was really impressive. And those are elements of good performances. And if we can carry those, attributes through the rest of the season, you will pick up points and you will grind out results, because we do have quality in this side of the ability to change games. You look at Jonathan Rowe. You look at Gabriel Sara. So that's impressive, and hopefully we can carry that through. The really exciting thing out of the latest press conference from David Wagner was the injury news. Now, 5 players on the verge of returning to training, if not already training. So you would hope within the next couple of weeks some of those will start to be filtered into the matchday squad. Josh Sargent, the best of that news, he's resuming training on Christmas Day, so we should see him return in the new year. You've also got Ben Gibson, Grant Hanley, Jakob Sorensen and Hwang all to return very soon. 5 players there that arguably could all get into the starting 11 on their day. Josh Sargent is the one I'm looking at going, thank goodness me, our Christmas miracle has come early. We are in desperate need of seeing Sargent back in the team. We saw how impressive he was at the start of this campaign, and we know what he's all about, and this team ticks around him. He's so important to the way that David Wagner wants us to play, so he will be delighted. I think we have to manage expectations somewhat in regard to Josh Sargent. He's had a serious injury. He's been out since basically the start of the season. We can't expect him to get back in and hit the ground running straight away. but it certainly feels big that the return is imminent for Josh Sargent, and hopefully come the new year he'll be back in. I think the relationship between Adam Idah and Ashley Barnes is starting to reach levels that will combine and win us football matches. I thought they were on the most part fairly decent against Ipswich. Huddersfield at home offers an opportunity to once again put a little bit of a run together here. You look at our last 6 games, not one defeat in that time, a 3-1 win against Sheffield Wednesday, a 2-1 win away to Bristol City, a win away at Cardiff, a win at home to QPR. I name all of those games, also with the caveat that probably the only decent performance in that was the one against Sheffield Wednesday, and even then there was a patch where we looked a little bit sketchy. But if we can replicate that Sheffield Wednesday performance against Huddersfield, I would expect we come out of this with a win. Huddersfield, look, actually haven't lost too many games in their last 5 or 6. Their only defeat coming to Preston, that was at home on the 12th of December. They lost that one 3-1. But a 1-1 draw against Millwall, a 1-1 draw against Bristol City, a 1-1 draw against Swansea City. They beat Sunderland away from home. This is a side that can grind results out, but they are very much in the mix of a relegation battle and struggling to score goals. They've scored just 21 goals all season. That's near enough a league low. Norwich on the flip side have scored 39. We've also conceded 39. That's more than Huddersfield. So expecting this one to, Huddersfield will probably sit quite deep, much like Preston. We just need to find the quality to try and break through. And I think we've got that with Rowe in there, with Sarah in there, with that, as I mentioned, Idah and Barnes starting to form a little bit of a combination going forward. You would hope that we've got the quality to break through. It's then West Brom away, Millwall away, Southampton at home to kind of round off that festive period. We've then got an FA Cup draw the following week against Bristol Rovers. I think if we beat Huddersfield, I'd take a point away at West Brom, and probably I'd like to beat Millwall. Southampton at home is a tricky one. A couple of wins and maybe a draw in that 4 would be sufficient, I think, and would be enough to keep pace with the top 6. So it's going to be interesting. But those injuries, those injured players starting to return, is just the boost we needed going in to 2024. We've of course got the January transfer window approaching as well. I think I'm relatively confident of us keeping hold of Johnny Rowe. Gabby Sarah is probably slightly more up in the air. Again, I would be leaning more towards us keeping him than selling him in January. The summer's a different issue, but we'll discuss that at length in the coming weeks. Let me know what team you would go against Huddersfield. I think relatively unchanged to the one we saw against Ipswich Town. I thought that was relatively well balanced. You do have Dimi Anulis coming back into the mix. He's fit, so can play. I actually thought McCallum in that second half against Ipswich was quite decent. Loved the look of Borja Signs. I thought Sarah was brilliant once more. What I would say, the only thing I would say with Sarah is if we want to unpick defences slightly more easy, I'd like to see Sarah just promoted forward ever so slightly. And I think we will start to see that once we've got players returning from injury. Huddersfield this weekend, I think we will beat them. And I just want to see this momentum continue forwards. A win here would set us up really nicely going into the festive break. Match Bingo, you can play along. Links in the description to that. I'd be really grateful if you headed over there. They're a brilliant app, local company, doing good things for charity, and it's really good fun as well. Remember, there's free games over there, so well worth checking out, even if you just get involved with those. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all at Carrow Road on Saturday. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.